I didn't plan to celebrate my birthday like a confession. But the truth fits best when spoken on the night you stop pretending. The first call came while I was still in the parking lot of the hotel. Her name lighting up my screen like a flare shot into a dead sky. I let it ring. Let the panic marinate. After all, she'd forgotten this day entirely. I was just returning the sentiment. That was the moment everything snapped into place. The cake, the champagne, the neatly printed card with my handwriting sharp as a blade. Happy birthday to me. A courtesy notice. Really, a courtesy she never gave me. I met her at 24 when love still felt like a currency that couldn't devalue. She smiled like she owned every room she walked into, and I was stupid enough to believe she chose me. Back then, our arguments were about who loved who more, who stole the blanket, who finished the last slice of pizza. I didn't realize how easily simple joys can camouflage darker instincts. By year 3, she'd learned every soft spot I had. By year 5, she learned how to press them, and I kept calling it love. The changes came quietly. Missed calls she never returned. Sudden girls' nights she dressed too carefully for the scent of cologne that didn't belong to me. I didn't ask questions. I observed my silence made her careless or confident. The first undeniable sign was a text preview on her lock screen. Half a sentence cut off. Same room as last time. Can't wait, a hotel room. Not home, not us. I didn't confront her, I didn't scream, I didn't cry. I simply memorized the angle of betrayal and let it sharpen me. The shift in me was quiet, almost surgical. I studied patterns. The Thursdays she left early. The weekends she claimed errands. The way her perfume changed from soft vanilla to something sharper, bolder, made for someone else's attention. I began planning with the same calm precision I once saved our marriage with. Funny thing about control, once you reclaim it, you stop bleeding. I contacted a lawyer. I moved funds she didn't know I still controlled. I gathered screenshots, dates, receipts, proof lined up like soldiers awaiting orders. I waited for the perfect moment. And life, if you time it right, hands it to you with a grin. My 35th birthday. She told me she completely forgot. Said she was heading out with friends. She kissed my cheek with the same lips she'd be using later on someone else, but I knew exactly where she was going. Her location was still shared with me, a leftover setting from a time she actually cared if I got home safe. The pin landed inside the Crown Hill Luxury Suites, top floor, room 304. I walked through the gold-lit lobby with a confidence she'd never seen. I handed the front desk clerk a $100 bill and a request that made him blink twice. Champagne, cake, and a card. Short, vicious, honest. Happy birthday to me. Enjoy your last night married. Divorce papers delivered tomorrow. He looked at me like I was the villain. Maybe I was. But villains don't get betrayed. They react to betrayal. When he took the tray toward the elevator, I stepped outside to the parking lot, leaned against my car, and waited. She called 5 minutes later. The first call was frantic. The second was breathless. The third was broken. I answered on the fourth. Her voice cracked before she spoke. Where are you? Celebrating, I said. Who told you? Her whisper trembled like she still believed there was a version of this she could salvage. You did. Silence. Heavy. Ugly. I let it drag. Let her sit inside the consequences she earned. Please, can we talk? She finally asked. No, I said, calm as truth. You already spent the night talking to someone else. Her breath hitched, a sound I'd waited months to hear. The realization, the collapse, the full weight of losing the man she thought would always stay. The next morning I arrived with the divorce papers. She was still in the same clothes, mascara smudged, pride shattered. She reached for my hand. I didn't let her touch me. You don't have to do this, she said. I already did. Her eyes flooded. Guilt looks different when it has nowhere to hide. For once, I wasn't the soft place she landed. For once, I wasn't the man patching the wounds she inflicted. I was the one walking away. She tried to apologize, but apologies don't resurrect the dead. Especially when you're the one who buried the relationship. I signed my name with a steady hand. She stared at the space where her life with me used to be. That was the day I reclaimed myself. Not through anger, not through chaos, through precision. Betrayal taught me something she never could. Silence is the sharpest weapon, and justice, when timed right, arrives like a birthday gift. I didn't need revenge to destroy her. I only needed the truth delivered to room 304.